Hello. Hey there, Lucha. Guess I will start playing. Doing the tier list. Um, Hold on, can I like? Yeah, because that was a bit annoying. There we go. And let me get some music playing. Where's this playing from? Ah, hold on. Um, Let me know. Can you tell me if you can hear the music? You can? Okay, awesome. How loud is it? Is it a good level? And I'm going to write a comment. It could go down slightly. Okay. Is that good? Music good? I'm going to pin this message. Manually unpin at the end of the stream, I guess. Cool, let's start. I guess I'll just go in order. Aggregate. Ooh, a blind box already. Nice. Oh, we've got the same one. That's so funny. Okay. I'm going to zoom in this on my screen as well. So I'm going to change how it looks. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to have to zoom out. Damn, having a different format really changes everything. Let me make this a little bit smaller. There we go. Hopefully that's good. Aggregate. This is, I kind of like aggregate, but only I like it more if it's upgraded. And you kind of have to have a big deck for it as well. So I guess I might just leave it in C tier. I don't know if we need this many tiers as well. Hold on. Can I like delete? Delete row. So we just need like really good. You got rid of E? Okay, cool. Yeah. This is like amazing. This is like the next best. This is okay. This is like average. This is sucks, but maybe we'll still play. And this is like awful. Okay. So for now, I mean, this order might change as I go along, but yeah, aggregate. If it was aggregate plus, honestly, maybe B, but just not upgraded. Could just go in C for now. And because it also like depends when you draw it. Because if you draw it, it's like when it's bottom decked, it is a waste of card. B and C kind of feel like midpoint range, the higher and lower end of it. D being things that are bad or situational. A being things that I take a lot, and then yeah, okay. So I think aggregate is either C or D, I think. But I think maybe low range of midpoint. It doesn't, because it is definitely situational. For me, no, actually, maybe it's not. It does give you some. It could give you a lot of energy, so I'm leaving it for C for now. All for one. Okay, I never really take this because I don't really have a lot of zero cost cards that I normally take. I don't normally upgrade Zap or Dual Cast. But there's like Boot Sequence, FTL. Oh, Beam Cell, yeah. What else? Overclock. That's one I'm starting to take recently, but there's not too many of them to make this amazing. It does deal 10 damage, and it can be really good, but I've never seen it be good. It's a fake combo because it exhausts. So true, so true. Yeah, so honestly, like, All for One might be F, because it's expensive for 10 damage, because you can just play 2 strikes that do more damage. And, like, when do I ever have zero cost cards in my hand? Don't remember your All for One win. You had the whole deck built around it. I like to think you're joking because I actually do not remember this. So I think it's all a joke because when would I have ever built my deck around this card? I feel like I never would have decided to do that. All for One, like, no, this, honestly, it's meant to be a really amazing rare card, but it's not a joke. You were there for it and you encouraged it. I do not remember doing this. I'm going to have to look back at my VODs. Luckily, I do have them saved. Most of them, I think. So I'm going to have to find the one where I did this. Because it seems crazy. But yeah, no, I'm putting it in F still. Because I guess that's right. Like, it can only be good if you work around it. When it's strong, it's very strong, but it's situational. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. I'll do like another tier list of when I've been at A20 for a while and see if it changes. The fact that it can be run winning at all makes it not F for me. That is true. I'm going to keep it an F for me with my current gameplay, but I can also see how it can be really good. Amplify. Now this one's tricky. It's so strong with Snecko. Well, actually, yeah. No, actually, it would be really good with Snecko. So maybe it is D. I didn't think of the Snecko combo. Maybe the Snecko combo is what's moving it up for me. You did it! Yeah, you remind me of Snecko. I'm moving it up. You All for One? Or are you talking about Amplify now? All for One, because I can't believe our All for One is one of your favorite cards. I feel like I've never seen you take it. I said favorite, not good. That's so funny. Now, Amplify. Amplify, like, kind of, well, one, it's a big brick if you don't have powers. 2, I feel like it also sucks if you don't have Pyramid. So actually, maybe it's going in here. Because if you don't have Pyramid, then I feel like it's very hard to line it up with a good card. So, like, a lot of the time you can't even play it. However, when you do get to play it, it's amazing. Yeah, All for One is very good. Like, if you can get it to work, yes. I feel like, I mean, apart from this one playthrough you're talking about that I don't remember. I feel like I've never had it work or had a deck where I've been able to like pick it. But yeah, Amplify is going in D for now. Maybe later on I might move it back up to C, but it's definitely a C or D one. Just because it's very rare for it to actually be amazing because you have to get so many things lining up. I mean, okay, if this tier list was like you have Pyramid, then maybe it would be in C instantly. But without Pyramid, yeah, kind of sucks. That's my thought on it. Auto Shields. Now, this is a hard one because I'm just going to place it here for now while I talk about it. If you have Frost, Focus, and Loop, you're never really playing it, so it's blocking. However, if you don't have a lot of good Frost, if you don't have Loop, 11 block for 1 is pretty decent. Basically, the run was shown no Frost, and the plan was Kunai blocking with 0 cost block. By good instincts and force field. And all the All for One scales the Kunai too, since it brings back cards like Go for the Eyes and Beam Cell. It does bring back Yeah. I can see how it really works well with Kunai. Again, that's another situational one though. Like, you kind of have to have Kunai to get the good block if you're having a no block deck. Is this going in low C? It's like mid. It can be good. It can actually save you a lot. But also, like, if you have Frost Focus decks and stuff, it kind of sucks. All for One is S tier. Nah. Not for me. Not for me. All for One S tier is crazy. Did you actually put in your S tier? No, you didn't put in your S tier. Where have you put it? Turt tier. Turt tier. That's so fun. Wait, how did I not notice you did this fun name? You put in D, yeah, okay. Tertia is so clever though. I can't have a fun name like that. Ball Lightning. Tertia is Tertia. Yeah. Tertia is Tertia. So fun. Ball Lightning. You know what? This is kind of an A. Mainly because in Act 1, this helps you so much with the knob. Getting the passive lightning damage, big damage at for the knob. If you're doing an orb, the extra lightning really does help. Like my nickname, everywhere is Turt for Turtwig. The tier part at the end was intentional because I planned to make tier list content, which ended up happening with. Oh, so oh, that's interesting. Very cool. Love getting this Turt lore. Very cool. I think that's enough to say about Ball Lightning. Definitely A. Barrage. Barrage. Kind of tempted to put in B. They just think Turt means turtle. Yeah, I don't know what I thought. I don't think I thought turtle. I thought it sounds like turtle. Well, that's how you helped me pronounce it anyway, because I can't read. um, but then I never really thought turtle. I think I just thought it's a fun name. Maybe you just picked it because it sounds cool. Like you just like the sound of the letters. But Turtwig is named after a turtle and a twig. But people don't realize it's Turtwig at all. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I put together that it was linked to Turtwig. The tear part is definitely subtle. I thought it was just because, like, you didn't know what name to give yourself, and you're like, Turtia sounds nice. It, like, has a nice ring to it. You're just playing with sounds. um, but yeah, Barrage can be pretty mid. You kind of need a lot of orbs. If you don't have capacitor, it's kind of worse. Wait, but it's still like if you have your 3 orb slots filled, it's still 12 damage for 1, which is like playing 2 strikes. And 2 strikes is 2 energy, but you're playing 1. So I think this is kind of, it can be good damage. Lets you show your dominance. Doesn't matter how turt you think you are. I'm turty. Yeah. Beam Cell. Beam Cell is one I don't take a lot, and I think maybe I should take more often, especially on decks where I'm like, I don't have enough damage. Because this will help. I'm thinking it's either B or C, because it's kind of mid. But also I can see how it helps, and the combo with All for One is really good. Maybe B. I'll leave it in B for now, but I'm not settled on that. Bias cog. Now I do like a good bias cog. Here's the thing. The thing that's maybe I'm putting it above Ball Lightning. I kind of want to put it in S. The only thing that's stopping me from putting it in S is that you lose the one focus. And you kind of need to have a, what was it? An artifact? Yeah, an artifact to actually make this so strong. Otherwise, you've really got 4 turns to end your turn before this ruins you and you die. F tier loses focus every turn. F for focus. Focus sucks. Yeah. Honestly. Like, if you didn't lose your focus, definitely S tier. But I think the losing your focus kind of makes it, it drops it a bit. However, it's not completely dropped so low, like really low on the list, just because there is a lot of ways to get around this. You can get the Ancient Pot, you can have Core Surge, you can get the Clockwork Relic. Comes neutral on turn 5 and negative on turn 6. But a lot of boss fights last longer than 6 turns, so sometimes you need to wait on it. Yeah, exactly. Because of how long, if you don't have the artifact in straight away, then you kind of have to wait, which makes me want to not put it in S tier just because there's like a lot of waiting. However, it's still like really good that I think I still want to put it in A tier. But we'll see. We'll see if my mind changes on this one too. Whoa, hey, Foxy Mage. Thanks for the raid. I hope your game went well. Sorry, I did end up lurking there a bit. It looked like a fun game. I'll see if I can give you a shout out. But I have to do it manually because I don't have the Trixie bot. Good evening. Unibean? Is that how you pronounce your name? Or morning? It is 4:23 p.m. for me. So afternoon, maybe? Close to evening, yeah. My brain is a little low energy mode today, so I'm just doing a tier list. Because it's still really fun to do a tier list. I just had like not a lot of brain power to play a game. But normally I'm here playing Slay the Spire. Whoa, Muktak, hey. 4:26 a.m. Crazy. Do you have another work day? Why are you up so early? All cards A, because they all make you cry. Yeah. So far, I've only put, 8. I can do maths. 8 cards. And there's so many to go. You want to get used to it? Getting up early? Fair enough. Yeah. Getting up early. Nice. Yeah, I wish I used to be an early bird, I guess, but now I just like sleeping in. I slept in and now I'm like, actually, I like this. Blizzard. Speaking of time, it's just after midnight for me. That's crazy. Blizzard is S tier, potentially does infinite damage. Yeah. So I'm not putting it in C permanently. Let me just. So it deals damage equal to 2 times the number of frost channeled this combat, which is great because you can keep channeling, like, especially if you have like Echo Form and Glacier, like you can basically channel so much frost in a turn. Like if you have Chill, Glacier, that's already 3. Echo Form, another Glacier. That's 4 more. Put more frost in, like, I don't know, but I don't know if it's S tier. Because you have to, because I feel like S tier for me is like it has to be good in any deck, kind of. And Blizzard is only good in a frost deck. You was joking, yeah. Eerie would put it in S tier, surely. Eerie loves Blizzard. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking B. Honestly, I've only taken Blizzard once, I think, though. But that's because I don't think I've seen Blizzard a lot, or if I have seen Blizzard, like I said, I haven't really had amazing frost for it to be worth it. But I think I can see this being okay, like mid. Good, high mid rather than low mid. Yeah, exactly. So maybe it's like high, low mid. Because yeah, it can kind of be bad if you don't have a lot of frost. And also if you do have frost, yeah, how quickly you can put the frost in. Put in D tier. Yeah, it does seem like maybe I'll just put low C tier for now. But yeah, I definitely can be swayed to make it high D tier. Only for the heart. Yeah, honestly, that is very true. Blizzard is S tier. For shivering, yeah. For shivering, yeah. So true. Boot sequence. I actually really like boot sequence. Like, boot sequence might be low A tier for me. It's innate, so you start off with it if you can't get good block at the beginning. Heartfight having the innate block means you don't take beta death if you want to play all your cards, and because it's 0. Although I guess it kind of is taking up a slot for a potential good card to come in. And you might not care about beta death to play better cards. But I think I'm still like just getting early block, like for what the slavers, that could be helpful. Boot sequence is good. Yeah, I agree. Literally start a stream, so you wouldn't even be here without it. S tier. So true, so true. Defect starts slow, so it's good defense and can reduce damage. Yeah, definitely. So I think maybe we'll keep it in A tier for now. Because, yeah, I do really like this card. Great Act 2 card, just not forgetting hit for 2 million every fight, yeah. And if you don't need it, it goes back into the deck. Win-win. Exactly. And then you get 10 block for 0 at some other point in the game. Hey, Elf. How's it going? Only kind of starting to get through the tier list. Buffer. Now, I do like Buffer. Is Buffer S tier? Buffer might be high A tier? Would it go before Bias Cog? Here's the thing. If we're talking about unupgraded Buffer, honestly, maybe pretty low. If we're talking about upgraded Buffer, though, instantly changes to a lot higher. E. I have removed E. But yeah, I'm kind of... It really helps, especially with Echo Form. Upgraded Buffer with Echo Form basically have 4 free turns. However, non-upgraded kind of sucks with the heart. Sucks if it's not upgraded. Sucks if it's not with the heart. Can almost... It's like expensive. Especially if you have like let's say we're with the slavers, we can only block the first guy. Then this only stops the second guy and we still take heaps of damage. Can't do anything right? Because you got the same plushie? Or... Oh, no, because you said E. Yeah, we don't have E. Alpha's so bad you didn't even get a spot on the list. Yeah. Yeah. Poor Alf. At least A. That's what, like, the more I keep speaking, so first it went up, then I spoke about it. I'm like, actually, maybe it kind of sucks. But then as I keep speaking about it, it's moving up again. It does suck for the heart. It does suck if it's not upgraded. It is expensive. However, it can really save you. I've had a lot of good runs with Buffer, but I've also had a few bad runs with Buffer. So maybe I'm putting it in low B. But maybe it's better than Beam Cell. Might leave it here for now. We'll see. Bullseye. So this has become one of my newer favorites. I never really played it at the beginning, but I do like the lock-on damage, and it is, even if we don't care about the lock-on damage, it is 8, which is 2 better than a strike for the same amount. Oh, I am still setting up this song request thing, so I don't actually have it, but I will put that in manually. Do you hear? Okay, let me copy and paste that and add it to the list. Is this it? Ah, this is it. Add it to the queue. There we go. The way I handle upgrades is if the card is a good upgrade, I assume I probably upgrade it. But I just factor in that means I'm losing another upgrade. So it loses some spots on the list because of that. Yeah, that's why maybe buffer is here. I don't know. Capacitor. I love Capacitor. Is this going to be the first S tier card? Maybe not. I think maybe here. High A. Just because Capacitor kind of sucks if you're not doing an orb deck. Or if you're not doing like a focus orb deck. However, I feel like you can't go wrong with Capacitor. Even if you're not doing an orb deck, you still have chances of putting like more than 3 orbs in. So it can just help. Curse Capacitor, yeah. Can be a bit of a curse, I guess, but you know what? I don't think it can be. I think you can't go wrong with Capacitor. I feel like it can be it's good. I'm putting an A. Chaos. Ooh, okay. But I'll be doing an orb deck for sure. Yes. It's yeah, no, I think I agree with that. It can kind of suck in Act 1 when you don't have a lot of orb cards. But it will then become amazing by Act 3. Now, Chaos. Chaos is a little bit risky. I do prefer the upgrade. Because I like that you can get 2 orbs. I like that it can be a frost. If you don't have any dark orbs, I like that you can get maybe a dark orb. If you're low on energy, you could get an energy orb. However, it is risky. So I'm going to put it here. I might put it mid. Chaos is just mid. Because especially if you do have Capacitor, then I see no harm. But also, if you have no block, then I would rather play a block over Chaos. So yeah, that's why I think it's mid. Let me know if I'm going through this too fast or if I need to like explain my thoughts more. Charge battery. I love charge battery. I love that it can give you an extra energy, especially if you like get it in your first hand and the enemy's doing nothing. Then you can just play it and get extra energy on the next turn. Might go here. Problem with tier lists, I would do 2. Early and late game tier list. Yeah. That like, and I kind of want like an upgraded card tier list as well. Because there's so many things to think about. Because yeah, like we said, there's a lot of cards. Like aggregate kind of sucks in Act 1 because you don't have a lot of cards, meaning especially if you don't upgrade it, you're barely getting any energy. But late game, when you start getting a bigger deck, if that's the thing you're going for, and you upgrade it, then aggregate can be really helpful. Tier list is a good excuse to talk about the cards, and otherwise you just need to average out how well it does its role. If something is Giga Strong in Act 1, that lets me take less crappy cards in Act 1, then the card is good. Yeah. I think that is definitely the way to look at this. Chill. Chill is definitely... Chill S tier? Chill, my first S tier card. It kind of sucks with the knob, unless you pull it first. Aha! See, I said Eerie would want Blizzard and S tier. No, I was not joking. I would say Eerie really wanted Blizzard and S tier. I was talking about you, Eerie. I said that you'd be very upset with where we put the Blizzard card. But no, but I do think Chill might be low A tier, potentially high B tier, one of these spots. Especially towards the end, maybe? I don't know, because like with the Gremlin guys, the Slavers, getting 3 extra Frost in, pretty cool. And for 0, so you can play more cards. But then I don't think it's fully S because it's like not amazing if there's only one enemy. Aggregated in C might end friendships too. Yeah, maybe. I'm naming my VOD downloads and it's going to get messy. Right now it's called S&D 8 and Hard 1. Wait, for what? Wait. Naming your VOD downloads. What? What are you naming Hard 1? Because the stream I did was Slice and Dice episode. And yeah. Cool. Slice and Dice 8. I see, yes, and Hard 1. Yeah. Claw. Well, if this was Lucha's tier list, Claw would be an S tier. This is my tier list. So maybe I might just put Claw in F tier just to spite Lucha. Yeah, that's right. Do you know what? I've never seen this Slice and Dice game, but it looked pretty interesting. Look up Hellwin on YouTube. The only videos are your VODs. Turt's played other games than Isaac and Slay the Spire? No, Blizzard and Claw and S tier. That's so funny. I think Claw is going in low D tier though. Because like I feel like it's good if you have more of them. Trip was making some good points in another stream of mine about Claw, although I've kind of forgotten what they were. I was like, if you could echo form them, was it that? They had like this good combo going of like, oh, maybe it was like, no, it was probably hologramming the Claw, so then it could keep building up damage. And then eventually it would be like your highest damage card for 0. Don't get Frost for Blizzard just to make a Claw deck. These two S in S just makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You love Charged Battery, but I think we both overrate it. Do we? Charged Battery's too overrated? That's so sad. we'll see. When I'm a few games into A20 or like maybe a few months into A20, I'll redo these tier lists and see if my opinions change. I do love a good charge battery. So yeah, maybe I do overrate it. Cold Snap. Surely easily S. For that good frost. Maybe somewhere here. No, put it in here. High A tier. Oh, crimes. Charge battery is better than defend and sometimes helps next turn. Yeah, I do. That's why I kind of like it. One extra block and you can get that extra energy next turn. Love this song. It is a pretty good song. Nothing in S tier yet. Well, we were going to put Blizzard and Claw in S tier. It would be better on other characters for sure. Waiting for Loop. Yeah, Waiting for Loop, definitely. So many zero cost cards. Compile Driver. I'm just putting it here for now. Deal 7 damage, which I like. Draw 1 card for every unique orb you have, which is also good if you want draw. The tier list? Okay, so the tier list is basically what I think. However, if chat can sway me and maybe make me rethink it, then I will move it. However, I am making this mostly my thoughts just so I can like learn and I guess just like learn about the cards and then you guys can help me and be like, but your reasoning to put it in D tier actually sucks and it's amazing and move it up here. And then I can be like, you know what? That makes sense. So it's kind of learning. So I'm showing you where I'm putting it and then I'll see if I want to move it or not. Core is F. Now I can't hurt. See, here's the thing. I can't hurt Lucha's feelings or Erie's feelings too much. So when we're putting it in D, this is definitely interesting. Gives me lots of ideas on how you think of things. Yeah. Did you stop swapping? That can also impact some cards a bit. Oh no. Oh yeah. So basically, I was in one of TSYM. Oh my gosh, trying to remember just letters is hard. I was in one of his streams and Zeknar was in it, and I asked about Defect and boss swapping, and he basically just told me to like not boss swap until you're on A20 because you want to learn how the Defect works before learning how to boss swap. So long answer, I'm not boss swapping anymore, meaning that's why I'm kind of like learning about the cards so I can maybe play better and get a better understanding of what the cards do. Or you can see what I think the cards are, and then you guys can help me get better. But whatever. Yeah. Taking a moment to hold space. Oh, look. Yeah, cool. I kind of forgot I set that up. I was like, what was that sound? Grand finale S tier. Yeah. Grand finale. Always S tier, right? I don't think I've ever been able to play grand finale. Consume. Wait, no, hold on. Let me go back. I didn't end up doing the compile driver. I like it for draw. I like it for damage. However, it's not amazing. So actually, maybe this is a good spot for it. Because it's still better than a strike. And I do like the draw. And even if you can only draw one card, that's still better than, like, if you are trying to get to a card faster. So, yeah. Consume. I don't know. Consume is 2 focus. It kind of sucks if you don't have capacitor or like the relics that generate slots. However, it is 2 focus. But it only really means you can play it once. If you don't have capacitor. Because then if you try to play it again, you only have 1 orb slot left. So then I don't know if the 4 extra focus that you have is worth it just for 1 orb being in. So is consume low C or high D? Something like that. Inserter, consume, GG. Yeah, no, that's exactly like if you can get a good relic like that or capacitor and you can play consume a few times, especially with inserter though, because that just keeps generating the slots. This would be amazing. However, if you don't have that, which I feel like is most of the time, kind of sucks. Unless you're like dying for focus. But I still think it's kind of bad. It's actually good just because focus is really the most important. Yeah. But also, like, it upgrades to 3, right? So if you play it twice and have 1 orb, it's 6. So what is that? If you have 1 frost in, 2, is that 8? That's just 8 block, 8 extra block you have from the frost, which is honestly not enough. You play it once in that scenario. And then but then that becomes a card blocker because then you're going to keep drawing it. So you'd kind of want to play it once and then have recycle and get rid of it and get 2 extra energy. Synergizes with loop. I guess it does. Am I moving into high C? I don't know. I'm still very like... It seems... Unless it's in low D. B, I mean. Because I just can't see how losing that... Like, it's just 1 orb slot. But like just for 2 extra focus... You don't care about drawing a dead card if you have frost focus block. You're immortal. But let's say if I have 2 frost cards plus the 2 focus, 2 frost orbs plus 2 focus. So the 2 orbs are giving me 4 plus this, 8. I'm still getting only 8 block. And then 8 with the loop in. So I guess that's 16 block, which is actually kind of a lot, I guess. This card is one of the highest priority upgrade targets in the game. If you play it twice unupgraded and you have Loot Plus, you are getting 18 block from a single orb. Wait. What? 18 block from a single orb? Because of Loot Plus. If you play it twice unupgraded, so they'll be 2... 6, and then Loot Plus, we'll put it in twice, 12, and then the other 6 at the end of the turn. Yeah, okay. Don't think of Consume as a card, just rank Consume Plus, but account for the lost upgrade. I mean, but the 18 block does sound really good. So now here. I'm leaving it in B. High B, though. We've moved it all the way from C tier. Cool head. I think I want cool head in A tier. Maybe here, though. Because I like that it gives you frost, and I like that it helps you draw a card. Enough said. Easy. Yeah, I feel like it is hard to like grasp and fully know when to use it. Core Surge. Is this the first S tier card? Because I do like that it gives you an artifact. However, it does exhaust. It's 11 damage. 11 damage is good. 2 block and a draw card are better than 7 damage. Wait, 2 block and draw a card. Is better than 7 damage, draw card. Oh. You know what? Yeah, hold on. I also put first tier list. You've also put in CD on your first tier list. And then you learned that it's something you build around and win and it works. A vast majority of cards in A and B, this character must be very strong. Yeah. I already knew you were very frost leaning with your card picks, but this tier list very much solidifies that. Yeah. I do like frost. I feel like but I guess that's why I'm losing, because my last few games I have been struggling for damage. And it could be because I'm taking too much frost. But then I feel like if I don't take frost, then I die from not being able to block. It's a very hard balance on the defect. Because I feel like, I mean, I am very low, like, I don't, oh my gosh, if I can speak. See, my brain is very low today. I don't know what words are today. My other characters are low ascensions, so maybe that's why I'm not struggling with this issue so much. But with the defect, if I have enough block cards, then I can't do damage. But if I have damage, then I can't block. It's something I'm struggling with at the moment. With this ascension level. Because I feel like with the other characters, you can still have like good block and good damage go hand in hand, and like you're able to do enough. But with defect, if you can block, then you can't damage. But then if you can damage, you can't block. If that makes sense. It's picking your words carefully to make Jet think about things in a different light. The issue with Frost is that it's scaling block, not Frost. Exactly. I don't know. I think I still like this order. Because I do, but now I'm confused. Because I just, in theory, in gameplay, Compile Driver kind of sucks more than Coolhead. But if I'm looking at the words, it shouldn't. But somehow it is. Like, it shouldn't be worse because it's doing damage and you can draw cards. This one isn't doing damage and you draw, but it's somehow better. Compare strike and defend. Yeah. I guess that's what it is, because like this one's a defend card and this one's a strike, an attack card. Walk into fast-paced fights like hallways. and it doesn't block enough, and you walk into Act 2 elites that demand scaling damage and not scaling damage, so you die. Yeah, exactly. That seems to be what's happening. Creative AI. S tier? A tier. Creative AI I really like. It doesn't work with Pyramid, but otherwise it kind of works everywhere else. Especially if you're missing things. Yeah. Especially if you're missing things. So high A? I'm going to have to eventually look back and be like, actually, I can move this here. Let's move it into high A. More valuable. Block is more valuable than strike, even though the number on defend is 5 instead of 6. In practice, it's better. Yeah. You remove more strikes. Yeah, I do remove the strikes first. Dark. Now, this is an interesting one. Because I think I prefer to get my dark from Doom and Gloom. Because it just does more damage. It is a bit more, but I don't think I've ever really taken a Darkness Orb. Darkness Orb could just be an F tier. Seems to be a bit of a waste. Eerie said she'd do a cooking stream, but she's actually just meant a Darkness Defect run. Did Eerie take Darkness? I don't know. I just feel like there's like, if I'm going to play a Darkness, because this is just channeling, there's not really a lot of cards that just channel. Because like, even like if when you're putting Frost in, it's always like with something else. Putting Lightning in, it's with something else. I guess Chaos is another one where it's not doing anything else. Does this trigger the passive of... It triggers the passive of all darks, right? So it makes them all go scale up by 1. Which I guess does help with this. But you know what? I've never used it before. So maybe this is my bias of putting it in F. Because I don't think I've ever taken Darkness on its own. So I don't know if it actually can be played well. Hey, Ambigles. Nice to see you. Defragment. I think this is an instant F tier. I think there's no questions about this one. I mean, it does suck because I think it does work better with the upgrade, but I think I don't want to move it low because of that one upgrade. I think even without the upgrade, S tier. And is real damage. Yeah. You just have to make sure you can get it to the front. Because normally if I have Darkness, I prefer to like multicast it or dual cast it. If so many powers are high in high tiers, then how bad is Amplify really? I did say that I might go back to Amplify. My opinion on Amplify being so low was because for it to be like really good, you kind of need Pyramid. Otherwise, I mean, I guess if you have heaps of powers in, then there's more of a chance for it to line up with a power. But like, you could just draw Amplify with no powers, and then it sucks, and then it's just clogged your deck. It's kind of bricked you because you can't do anything because it's in your hand and you drew none of your powers. And then if you have Echo Form, then what's the point of Amplify? Amplify does nothing second deck cycle 2 since all powers are gone. Yeah, exactly. Like, it just sits there. If you can't pair it up with your powers, you kind of want to play your powers when they come up. Like, if I see a Defragment and it's a fight that I need to get through quickly, then I probably don't want to wait for a second cycle in hopes that it pairs up, because it still might not even pair up. And then I've wasted like a few turns with 1 less focus or 2 less focus if it was upgraded. Creative AI means you always have a power. But then I guess that goes with then saying you need creative AI for it to work. Which then makes me think, how good is it if you need another card for it to be good? Because it can't be that good if you need to rely on something else. Says you might get to double a random power in your deck, and that's all. Exactly, yeah. That's basically where I am with Amplify. It's like, unless you have Pyramid or something where you can make sure that your cards do line up and you can play it together, then it's like rare that your powers will line up. And then if you have, like, it is slightly better if you have creative AI, but if you don't have creative AI, then what's the point? What's the point of it if there's no creative AI? With Seek or Pyramid and creative AI, but otherwise, yeah, true. Even with Seek, or I guess with Hologram, you could pull it back. Like, if you get a power and Hologram, you could pull Amplify back and use it. So I guess there are a few ways you can use Amplify to then pair it up with a power. I'm not sure. I can move it to high D tier if that makes you feel better. I don't know. Or low C tier, maybe. Works with a lot of cards. I guess, but you could rebound it and then still not pull a power. If you have a lot of cards. And then you've just wasted a rebound on the Amplify, and you might not even be able to use that Amplify again when you could have used the rebound on a block or a better damage card. Because at least you can always play that damage card. But with Amplify, it's a bit of a risk because you might not be able to play it again. About a lot of things. You could say it about a lot of things. I'd say only real synergies are the ones listed. Equilibrium is good too, yeah. And then they aren't attacking. I mean, that's true. That's why you probably would rebound a damage card, because at least you can always play it. Block cards suck, yeah. Doom and Gloom. Doom and Gloom is a personal favorite of mine. And now this is where you can see that maybe I'm biased on some of these things. Am I wanting to put Doom and Gloom here? Maybe Doom and Gloom goes there. So you get that Darken, get 10 damage on all enemies. Amazing. Attack cards suck. You don't need block cards if enemy is dead. So true, so true. Realize that this card is 2 energy. 1 energy of that is darkness, and the other energy is 2 damage. So why one energy? I mean, I guess that makes sense. I didn't think about it like that. So this is 2 energy. Yeah, and if you split it off like that, 1 energy for damage, 1 energy for dark. And why is this awful? Maybe it's not so bad. I don't know. Because this is 10 damage to all enemies, though. If we're thinking about it like that, right? And this is, I guess this is still 1 energy for the dark, like this. But then the other enemies, like, the reason this is more here is for the 10 damage to all, rather than the dark. But the dark is, like, a good bonus for this 10 damage to all. How am I defining good and bad? Good question. I guess good is like, I don't know how good it is. How playable it is, how much, like, how I see myself winning. And then, like, with these, with bad, it's kind of like, it's very small. Like, claw is very small chip damage if you don't have any other claws. It's reliant on more things. Like with Blizzard, can be amazing, but you're relying on putting in so many frost orbs, which could take too long. Claw, you're kind of relying on either hologramming it back, having another claw, or somehow pulling it back with like all for one or something, which is too much to rely on. As in something like Defragment, you pretty much don't have to rely on anything. You can just play it and it's good. And it helps you. If that makes sense. If you're relying on Dark Orb to do damage, then Darkness is much better than Doom and Gloom, but Doom and Gloom helps more in Act 1 and 2. I guess they are kind of similar. What if you don't see any orb cards? Well, then I will abandon the run. Then I'm dying. No orb cards. Yeah, abandon, instant abandon. Act 2. If I reach Act 2 and I have not pulled an orb card, yeah, I'm leaving that fight. Starting a new game. Reprogram pivot. Yeah. How you interact with the cards. Yeah, well, overrating Doom and underrating Darkness. Exactly the point why I'm doing this chart, so you guys can see why I'm losing so badly because of how I rate cards. Because I rate Doom and Gloom so well. Like, I'm pretty much always taking a Doom and Gloom. And I'm pretty much never taking Darkness. So then having this conversation now will then maybe help me change my mind, and if Darkness comes up, maybe I will take it. How things interact. In what way? Like, interacting how? With each other, or... I like double energy. With each other. I guess. Wait. So, if I'm taking Doom and Gloom, I should see if I have, like... check what cards I already have. Well, that's like with all of them. I mean, like, I don't know. I guess so. Double energy here because with the upgrade it's 0, which is amazing. Actually, you know what? Maybe low A. Because I think you definitely need the upgrade, because if you have 2 energy and you double energy, it just is back at 2. But if it's upgraded, then you have 4 energy, which is an extra 2 energy. So I feel like double energy upgrade, you can't go wrong. Like, even if you just have 1 energy left and you have to, like, play an extra card, double the energy. You have an extra energy. Highly based on the individual value rather than how they would interact with the rest of the pool. Yeah. I guess maybe that is what I'm doing. I'm just saying, like, yeah, this card will do well. There's some cards, like with Amplify, I'm placing it here with how well it interacts with the other. Same with Blizzard. Like, you need a lot of Frost. You need a lot of powers. You kind of need Creative AI for it to be higher. Claw, you need a lot of other cards. Auto Shields is here because if you already have a Frost Focus deck and you have Loop and you have Frost in the first place, then this is pointless. But if you're struggling for block, this is actually pretty good. That's kind of what you mean. Cards that you feel need other cards. Do you think Catalyst is bad? No. I think Catalyst is pretty good. It's only 1 energy as well, isn't it? I don't think I've had a Catalyst run yet myself, though. But honestly, that's because I've only just hit A9 with Silent, and I haven't played Silent in so long. But yeah, I mean, Catalyst is bad if you don't have poison. But as soon as you have, like, a poison card, or a way of giving you poison, then I wouldn't say Catalyst is overly bad. Maybe it's in B tier. But you kind of need a poison deck for Catalyst to be good. You need poison. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, so it's a pretty good card if you have poison. If you have no poison cards, then it would suck. Still sleeping. Hello. Mitch. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. But first time chatter. Welcome. Thanks for watching me build this tier list. I'm currently Ascension 16 with the Defect, and I can't win past it, so that's why I'm just trying to learn where I think the cards are to help me get better. My cow? You're welcome. Wait. Are you talking to me? Wait, what's my cow? Oh, okay. You're talking to Mitch? Mitch Uo. I feel like that's wrong. I'm sorry. Echo Form. Apart from it being expensive, I think this is like a can't go wrong card. This has to be S. But do I want to make... Is it better than Defragment? I think Defragment Plus... No. Oh. Actually, I don't know what one I want to put first. Maybe Echo Form over Defragment Base. But Defragment Plus. No, probably still Echo Form because then you can Echo Form the Defragment Plus. Amplify but good. Yeah, yeah. Echo Form is Amplify but good. A bad Echo Form ain't a bad thing to be. You know what? That is true. But you can amplify Echo and get 2 Echo Forms. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I don't know anymore. You have it better than D. We'll see. You know what? When I get to Ascension 20, we'll see if it moves up. Going to be lurking, but yeah, still trying to sleep. Well, I mean, I appreciate that you're still going to keep this stream on even though you're trying to sleep. Thank you. I'll try to start doing ASMR to like help you. Wait, how? Ooh, can you hear this? Is this ASMR? Is this going to help you sleep? I don't know. Ooh, Electro. Is Electro actually going in S tier? It's either S tier or high A. I'm still thinking about Bias Cog as well. It just has that minus focus. But I feel like Electro can be amazing. I think there is a long way past A20. Wait. I've been an A20 player for years, and in my opinion, it's always changing. Yeah. It is only good in those multi-fights. But even in like a single fight you played in, you get 2 lightning. But I guess 2 lightning for 2 energy. Maybe it's here. I think it's still A tier though. It does, yeah, exactly. Because a lot of the Act 2 elites are multiples. It is better than Doom and Gloom, isn't it? It's probably not better than Capacitor. I think this is a good spot for it. Okay, Equilibrium. I think this is still a high card because you get to retain your hand. So it's 2 energy, but you get to retain your hand, meaning you can like play better combos if you want to do something like the Amplify combo with the power. If you have Amplify in your hand, you can retain it and hope to draw power, or vice versa. It's also 13 block, which can be very helpful. Maybe my opinion on Chill is here. It's not a top 5 defect card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why I have it in 6th place. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have it in the 4th for rare cards, but we still have to go through some. This card. Now, I only like this card upgraded. However, I do like that it's still pretty good not upgraded because you still, if you have like 3 orbs, you still get 3 energy and 3 extra draw if you want to get through something. I just prefer that it upgrades it. think if you don't swap, vision is S tier, even if ungraded. Yeah. It's definitely not end A tier. I'm just trying to think. It is a lot of speed because you can... It draws, but it gives you energy. So then, like, because sometimes when you draw a card, you might draw Echo Form and then you don't have enough energy. But with this card, you get energy back. So this could be here. You cracked the strategy. My strategy. I'm glad you've cracked. I don't even know if I know my own strategy, which could be the issue here. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. But I do see how it could be good S tier. I think maybe if it is upgraded, it is S tier actually. You know what? Maybe it is low S tier. Because I do like that you can still gain more cards. And like the orbs that you removed, you can put back in with the extra energy in the draw. Okay, you know what? I think maybe I am putting it in S tier. But it's low S tier. Force Field. Has become a lot weirder for you with the swapping. Interesting. On your no swap list, you have Electro top 6 rare cards, but you think Vision drops a tier with the swap. And Electro becomes 5. Interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting to do like a list with the swap. Now Force Field. Force Field? Kind of bad Act 1. But it can be good if you do manage to pull powers. And there are a lot of good powers that you can get with the defect. And it could eventually be 0 for 12 block. So maybe it's low A. Because you kind of need those powers. But even if you have 2 energy for 12 block is amazing, actually. Is it here? Maybe it's here. Mid A. You had Bias Cog, Seek, Echo Form, and Buffer. Buffer was like right next to it. You're very high on Force Field. Yeah, because it's 12 block for maybe 0. But also, I guess if we are doing a Frost Focus build, we don't need the block. And then it's just a brick card. But is it a brick card? Because if we are high focus, then we've got Defragment in. And then we're playing a card for 0. Okay, maybe I'm like high B. Front-loaded block isn't front-load because it can't be played at the start of the fight. Yeah, true. So maybe because it can't be played. Yeah, I think high B. The point of like, yeah, not being able to play it at the start because you need your powers in. And then also like if you are Frost and you have heaps of Frost, then you don't even necessarily need it. And then it's just an extra card. FTL. I haven't had the opportunity to play it a lot. I just think it doesn't come up. I do like this card in the board game. FTL is like my favorite card in the board game. Okay, well maybe not my favorite, but like it's high up in my favorites for the board game. Video game though, slightly different. I feel like it's less powerful. But it is 5 damage for 0. Which is almost the same as 1 damage for a strike. And then if you've played less than 3 cards, you draw a card. So actually, maybe FTL is pretty high. F tier. Echo form also F sister. I actually think FTL might actually be pretty good. But again, I haven't had the personal opportunity to play it too much to fully understand it and see how well it actually works in person. Cause yeah, I've rarely pulled it. It's not even it's rarely been a choice for me to even select. But I do like that you can draw and it's 5 damage. And it's 0. But maybe it's not A. Low B, maybe? Because it's like compile driver except 3 and 2 less. Fusion. Free time eater clock and beat a death. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Fusion. It is really expensive, but then you do get 1 plasma. However, if you don't have capacitor, you cycle through it pretty quickly, meaning you only get maybe 1 or 2 rounds with the extra plasma, which is then is that even worth it? Might be high C. Yeah, I think I'm going to put fusion in high C. Seems right. Genetic algorithm. Here's the thing. When I first started, I think this would have been in S tier. But now, I've kind of been struggling a bit with it. Because especially with things are getting higher, I've been needing to play other cards over genetic algorithm, especially at the beginning because it's only 1 block. But it is a pretty powerful block card when you're able to get it up, especially with the upgrade. So I might put it here, mid B. Glacier. S tier. No more words. I love a good Glacier. Nice block. Nice frost. Can't go wrong. I really see no downside to Glacier. And considering that there's no downside to Glacier, I don't know how it can be any lower than S. Go for the eyes. I actually don't take Go for the Eyes often. But I do know that it is good. Let's go for the eyes maybe here. Mid B tier. Because it does apply weak. And the weak is good. Go for the eyes makes you pick Dome more often. Is it because it makes it weak? So Yeah, making it weak so you don't have to block as much. It cheats stone by Oh. You know, that's so true. It lets you know if the enemy's attacking. If you have the mod. That's a fun cheat. No, but that makes it go into S tier. Having a cheat to know when the characters are going to hit. The glow is in the base game? It's not minty anything crazy. Okay. But still S tier. Still S tier. No crimes. I don't remember ever saying that. I'm gonna, sue you for defamation? Is that the right word? Here's the thing. Heat sinks. Oh, wait, I'm in ad. I'll discuss my decision after the ad for the people who are in the ad. I want to sue you as well. That's tough. Yeah. Of course. I need to get my 5 million bits somehow because crime still hasn't paid up. Heat sinks. I haven't honestly taken heat sinks that much, but I do know heat sinks is really powerful and such like a really good card. But again, it becomes a good card. It's not good in Act 1. I will say that. It's probably better in Act 2. It gets better the more acts. The more acts you go. What word am I looking for? You know what I mean. As the acts progress. That's the word. Because then you have more power cards. Act 1, it sucks. But then otherwise, it's really good for the draw. Amplify plus into heat sinks plus into Defect plus GG. Yeah, maybe. So I'm going to keep it here. Is it worse than... I think maybe here. Five hours of sleep. Go to bed. At the start of your turn, add a random common card. Hold on, let me move this low. Awful with Pyramid. But also, like, if we ignore that fact, it's kind of not a good card anyway. Because it's just getting common cards. So I might say low C, maybe. That is a really fun idea. But do it on my tier list. I'm sure you would love my tier list. Look, at least my tier list you have Amplify. If you're ever open to a dumb challenge, how about taking my card pick rates and you only get the choice between skip or picking the highest pick rate within the reward? That's so fun. Hologram. I think hologram is really good even without the upgrade. The upgrade makes it amazing though. Maybe here. Is hologram higher? Come here. Yeah, there we go. Hyper beam. Here's the thing. Hyper beam Act 1 with all the little fights that you can get, so good. However, the -3 focus is scary. So I honestly haven't taken it often. And I don't know where I actually want to put this. Because, like, 26 damage to all enemies is amazing. I just don't like the 3 focus because, like, we're building the deck up to have focus for the frost. And then you just lose it all. If enemies are dead, you don't need frost block. Yeah, how can I keep forgetting that, Eerie? Thank you for reminding me that. I always forget. If they're dead, yeah, why bother blocking? No, I'm still figuring out where I want it. I'm just saying that 26 damage to all is super cool and like amazing, but then you lose the focus, which we're trying to build up with the block, but also the 26 damage. Like, okay, if we're in the Tri-Slavers, we do 26, we lose 3 focus, we basically can't block them with any of our frost anymore. However, it is 26 to them, meaning they've only got like maybe a turn or 2 left to kill them. So having the loss of the 3 focus, does that even matter if they're going to be dead pretty soon? Coming from the Blizzard salesman. Keep it B or lower so you can use it. So I might try Hyper Beam. No, you can. Blizzard, so funny. Blizzard is great for the heart, I won't lie. If this was a heart fight tier list, Blizzard would be an S, surely. It's just all for one deck. I think because of the -3 focus, I think I actually am not going to put in A. Is it a low B? Because the damage is so good and you can kill a lot of things quicker. But the -3 focus kind of throws stuff in the way, like, for the block. So maybe I am going to keep it as, like, super low B. It's crazy that Hyper Beam is lower than FTL, though. Oh, so maybe it's not. Maybe it's, like, here. Yeah, no, you know what? I think it's going to be mid B. Yeah, Hello World's in C, because random cards. Because they're common cards. I mean, I guess if it keeps generating claw, and we have a good claw. Anyway. Hyper Beam is pretty bad because it usually is unplayable in Gremlin Leader first cycle. Hypothetical. Wait. What? Unplayable. Why is it unplayable in the Gremlin Leader first cycle? of the leader or Repto. Wait. How many turns on average do you think it takes to cycle your deck? Oh. You know what? I never thought about it. 4 or 5? What time? It depends how many cards I have. You kill gremlins, Repto, daggers, and then she resummons them and oops, you have no focus. Yeah, true on those. Wait, gremlins. Oh, true, because of the gremlins. She resummons. They resummon, yeah. I guess you'd only play it once. But then if you're only playing it once, where's consume? Okay, so it's like consume but opposite. Because with consume, you wouldn't want to play more than once if you don't have capacitor or any of the relics because you'd lose too many orbs. And with hyper beam, you wouldn't want to play it more than once because then you lose too much focus. Yeah, and hyper beam paired with bias cog isn't very good either. Oh no. Hyper beam in C? There's too much to think about. I have low brain today. That's not the takeaway. It sounded like the takeaway. Grimes. You make points and then tell me not to listen to the points? Or the points weren't important? Crimes doing crimes, yes. The takeaway is you play bias cog regardless and draw back of the drawback, then you'll win the fight. Cycling until you can play it. Same as hyper beam. Hyper beam doesn't. Yeah, bias cog does. Hyper beam probably doesn't. I like leap. I'm gonna put leap here. Loop. A. I think it's actually going to be low. Not A. I say A and put it into S. I meant to say S. Loop, low S. Because the thing is, no, but loop plus is better. Maybe loop, maybe it's mid S. Because I do feel like loop sucks with no focus. Because even if you have loop plus, it's only giving you 4 extra block, which is like nothing. Loop is only really good if you have focus, right? Machine learning. Here's another good one. Similar to heat sinks. Probably better than heat sinks though. Maybe it's here. High A. Because drawing cards is nice. Hyper Beam is an amazing Act 1 card. It's great for the slavers too. Otherwise, it doesn't close out a fight in a significant way. Yeah, I agree. Their own philosophy. Yeah. It's hard, Crimes. It's hard. I will. I will. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. I'll try to do Loop in S. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it is an A. Because I was just saying that, like, Loop, if you don't have focus, kind of sucks. Like, Loop is only good if you have focus. Here's the thing. Glacier is always good. Defragment is pretty much always good. Loop, you need it upgraded. And you need focus. Otherwise, it's kind of sucky, isn't it? Is that right? Am I moving it down to A? It's probably better than capacitor still, though. Maybe it's here. Malta. Malta. What low B? It's 10 damage for 1. It removes block. Great for baseball. But it's pretty much only good for baseball, really. Remove block. Yeah. I think it's better than... Because I like draw. I think drawing is better. Meteor Strike. Okay. Meteor Strike is a tough one because it's... You can't play it unless you have energy relics already in. But as soon as you have... Or if you have Snecko, which is, I guess, kind of... You either need to have the energy relics where you start off with 4 or 5 already. Otherwise, you can't play it. But you can recycle it. Very true. If you think Loop and Capacitor are very similar, they both basically give you an orb slot. Capacitor is more orb slots, higher max output, but Loop is fast. Oh. It gets it into play. Since it doubles on... Yeah. It does block B to death nicely. That's true. Take Meteor Strike only to recycle it. If you do that, it could be better than double energy. Meteor Strike equal to double energy just for the energy with recycle. I don't know. It's a strong card. I do like the plasma because then it gives you heaps of energy after and you can keep playing pretty much. But yeah, you need a lot of energy to be able to play it. You either need to do the double energy relics. You need some energy for your run. I'll leave it in B. I think it is. I think B is probably the right place. Might be a little bit better than Melta. Multicast. Now, multicast is one that I really like. Because I've had a lot of good wins with multicasting Dark. When you just flip this upside down. Yeah, so true. I'll do a tier list every year. And we'll see how much my opinions change in the year. I kind of like that idea, actually, though. Blizzard is an S tier. Yeah, so true, Eerie. Next year, if we're flipping it upside down, Blizzard is an S. How's Darkness an F tier again? Probably because I'm just silly. I have never really used darkness. Is probably my main reason. So I don't really know a lot about it. And then I guess me thinking that I haven't played it a lot means it must be bad because I'm not selecting it ever. It's in D. It is in D, yes. But it's low. Amplify Redemption Arc. After all, the powers become D and F. Yeah. Multicast. I think this is actually pretty good damage. Like, even if it's with the lightning, or maybe you need to do some, you're struggling for block and you have this. So I might put it here. Mid A. Yeah, no, I was worried about what you would say when I put it here because I remember you were not liking that I selected it on one of my runs. Why do you hate it though? Because like it gives you like if you're low on block, it's basically like what's the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, reinforced body. Kind of. Not as powerful, but it is. It does amazing dark damage. -1 card draw. But it's so good with dark. So good with dark. Overclock. His Overclock is one I'm starting to like more. Because I'm starting to like the draw. That's something that's changed with my play a lot. If you look back at older videos compared to now, I am taking more cards that allow draw and like just drawing a lot more. It's worse dual cast in a lot of situations. How is it? Not if it's plus. The multicast start gets blocked a lot. I guess. We'll see where I am with it next year. I can see where all this makes sense. But for me at the moment, it is here. Maybe it's here. Situational though. I think so. Like, if I'm not doing enough damage, then multicast seems nice. Rainbow. Rainbow has never been a favorite. Rainbow is kind of mid. Maybe I'm adding it to C. End of C. If they're both... Oh, you know what? That's a good point. But the thing is, I'm never really multicasting just for 2 energy. I'm going to be multicasting it for like 4 or 5. Okay. I did start this a bit late, and I do have a dinner I need to get going to. So I'm really sorry, everyone. I can see that there's actually a lot of people here, which is kind of crazy. There are more people here watching me do this tier list than there have been me actually playing the game. So I appreciate that. I'm glad the tier list has been fun for you, for everyone. But I do need to go. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be late to this dinner. I will finish this another day. But there's just so few cards left, so it's unfortunate. So only good with energy. It's like Meteor Strike. You know what? That's so true. If I want dark, I'd prefer Recursion. These are really good points. Lightning, then Tempest, and block Reinforced Body, Multicast Sack. So quickly finish. I need to know what else to take. Oh, so true. I'll quickly finish for you. I'll just throw them in. I'll do a quick wind up. I'll do it in 1 minute. Reboot. Probably C. Rebound. I do like a good rebound, but it's probably high D. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. No, maybe it's like top bit. Recursion. Recursion I don't take often, but I guess it can be good with dark. But again, it's not that good. Here. Recycle. Exhaust a card. Recycle is good, especially upgraded. My A tier list is like just all the cards. Reinforced body. I love reinforced body. This is going high on the list. Might even be above machine learning. Or maybe it's there. Yeah, okay. Reprogram. F. I never take it. I never want to do that. Rip and tear. This is an average. This is okay. I'll put it there. Scrape. F. I don't like that. Seek. Definitely S. My gosh, blind boxes. S here, maybe. Everyone's just getting in their blind boxes before I have to leave. Nice. Self-repair. Self-repair for me, I love. Can't go wrong. But Glacier is probably more handier, so maybe it's end of S. Skim. Skim is great. Skim. Do I want this in F? Probably put this low D. Static discharge. This can be great for the heart, but also like not that good anywhere else. High D. Steam barrier. I used to rate this really highly, but I'm probably rating it lower now. Probably in line with auto shields. Too far. Storm. Storm is great. But not overly good. It might be here. Streamline. Okay. Streamline I love. Streamline S tier. Sunder. Okay, Sunder is a bit difficult, but I think it's still high. Maybe like here. Sweeping beam. Gosh. Sweeping beam. Here. Tempest. Tempest I don't play often. Tempest might be here. Thunderstrike. Turt's favorite. Turbo. S. White noise. There. Okay. Thank you for the speed run. You streamline it as. I know. Maybe crazy. But it goes to 0. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for watching. I will maybe try going to more depth at the end of a proper run. I'm not streaming my normal days this week, but like at the end of run where I do slay the spy, I'll maybe try to go into more depth about that speed run. But thanks for watching. I'll upload it to Discord. Yes, I will. Enjoy dinner. Thank you. And thank you for enjoying the stream. I did have a lot of fun. So I'll try to do, probably in the new year now, just because it's going to be a bit hectic, I'll try to do the other ones. But the other ones are going to be crazy. I feel like you guys are going to be like, if you thought this was insane choices, then the other ones are going to be even more insane because I'm just like on such a low ascension with them. Let me see who is live. And I'll try to do a quick raid. TSYM is. We'll raid. Thanks for watching, everyone. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for the speed run and the rush, but I do have to go now. Bye.